And hello wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back here to the slightly bioluminescent glowing depths of the Underdark, the wallstone tunnels underneath the Duragar city of Gracklstug, as we find our adventurers in a bit of a pickle, you might say, but we shall get to that in just a moment. First things first, a massive hi hello to everyone who's already here. Lola and Lazy and Yellow Smarty, Daisy and Quims. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here as always, and everyone else that's watching along as well. Thank you for joining us today. And of course, all of you in the VOD squad, catching up with our adventures wherever and whenever you can. It is an absolute joy to see you and have you along for the ride. Now, speaking of saying thank yous, you know we like to say a huge thank you to those fine folks. Oh, thank you, Ignatius Cyrillus. Poppying into my introduction there. Thank you so much, mate. Absolute pleasure to have you here playing with us, and subscribe to the channel too. I'm so glad we found each other, mate.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that straight up. It's like I can't remember what random Twitch journey brought us together, but did I find you first? Did you find me first? I can't remember which way around it was. And
it's been a wild ride.
I know, it's been so long, and all sorts of things happened in that 20-minute notice randomly generated game that we threw ourselves into the first time we spoke face to face, as it were, quote unquote. Fabulous North Shore DM in there as well. I hope you had a great session today with Quims as well. Sup nerds indeed. All right, so let us continue saying thank you not only to the fabulous CarniSideShow. I will link to their channel in a moment, and when they're introducing themselves, and you can head on over there and subscribe or follow for more great D&D stuff, including this weekend a rather special guest we shall get to very soon. Oh, North Shore just died in his game. Well, you might get to see. Not dead yet. Okay, phew, Quims, save him at all costs. I hope that goes okay. Anyway, good luck with all of that. Now, and massive thank you also to the fine folks at Sirenscape for producing incredible music and sound effects for your games that you shall hear a little later on today as we get into the session proper. You can try it out for free. Head on over to sirenscape.com, and if you like it, you can become a Super Siren subscriber and get access to all of their stuff, all of their new stuff coming out all the time. Great stuff. More Dungeon of the Mad Mage stuff, which even if you're not playing it, there's so many cool pieces of music and sound effects that you can use in other games as well. And then also, speaking of music, let us say a massive thank you to the incredible YouTube channels Dark Fantasy Studio, boom, Travis Savoy, boom, and Epic Journey, which is what this music is from, I believe, as they are awesome sources for music for your games, free to use in your projects. Head on over to any of our VODs on YouTube to get the links for those channels. Here is the YouTube. Also has the Twitter in there if you want to get news about what's going on. People coming to play here, us going out to play in fun places, like our nice excursion to Dreaded GM's charity stream last week, which was fabulous. Thanks, it was lovely to play with you, Chris. And then we you can catch up on all the news and stuff there as well. We do have a Discord as well, but it is a followers Discord, so if you are not already, do give us a follow and then jump into your Twitch whispers a little later on, as I will send you the invites. Oh, thank you for that subscription over on YouTube. I see you very much. Thank you. And we will be shooting you an invite if you're following the channel to come on over to the Discord and share any projects that you have going on, art that's playing. We've got some lovely pieces of art. There's some nice fan art of our Curse of Strahd. That's you, North Shore. Nice. And thank you so much for that. And you can see art, chat about stuff, share your projects, shout out when you're going live. Always good to see when Lazy's going live and people. So do jump on in there if you have not already. If you are a follower already and your link has expired, because they only last for a while, do give me a shout on the whispers again, and I shall send you a new one right away. Now, speaking of music and links and following people, those VODs also have links to Patreon, to the fabulous Will Savino, another source of fabulous artistry and music. Speaking of, hey Jeff, how you doing? Speaking of artistry and fabulous things, you should also check out our Out of the Abyss art. Sorry, not very easy to remember commands. Yes, and our Out of the Abyss artist created this fabulous character art, and my DM piece of choice as well is the incredible Saladman, aka Ryutoshi, over on Instagram. Do give them a check, and if their commissions are open, you can get your hands on some fantastic art like this. Some of their stuff's a little not safe for work, but nothing too crazy. But if you want to head on over there, give them a look. I do recommend them as an incredible artist for this interesting, slightly anime style, different style. We do like to use different artists, different styles. Looking forward to seeing our new artists producing for our new campaign starting in October, which is coming soon. Teaser at the end of today's show. And that is that. Now, last time we were here in the Underdark, our adventurers engaged in battle in the vast chamber with a giant mesa in the middle with two peaks at the top, one topped with a gargantuan metallic shiny pillar, an obelisk reaching up towards the cavern's ceiling, and then atop of the other, a red dragon egg, one that you heard the Thieves Guild had stolen from the Keepers of the Flame, the priests, the Duragar priests that look after Thembershord, the red dragon that keeps the furnaces and everything in Greckelstug alight. And having seen these, you were surprised by the spectator that was hovering up in the ceiling space, but their eye rays did not affect you right away. But as the battle ensued, you fought hard, battling the not only the spectator, but the Dero Savant, the witch queen Blinky, who was up at the side of the obelisk, and you fought hard against them both. Alora was frightened and driven away by one of the eye ray effects, but you finally managed to kill the spectator and overcome that. However, this Dero Savant has a rather powerful tool in her belt, and she brought out her terrible lightning bolt spell, and unfortunately you were very nicely in a straight line, and bum 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 bum. It took so many of you down. Corbin, managing to avoid that, brought Zakan back, and they stabilized Ignatius, but then the Savant's turn came round again, and once more, crackling lightning sirenscape. Let's simulate that. Went across the chamber, flashing, lighting the whole place in an electric blue, and we are now faced with a dire situation as Ignatius, Corbin, and Zakan are all unconscious. Ignatius is stable, but the other two are making death saves. And as it seemed that all was lost, the ground seemed to shake, and there was large footsteps as your new friend, the Etten Grunga Munga, came stomping out of the cave mouth, wondering if you guys are, hey, are you okay? And as their two heads shouted, they had tucked under their arm another friendo of yours, Webster, the giant spider who they had found lurking, not quite willing to leave as they had been told by Mum. And they hucked Webster across the chamber, and as they did, everything went slow motion, and Webster whoosh fired out their webbing, and the Dero Savant was caught in the webs and restrained. Now, as this was all going, a massive thank you for that raid. Let me jump on over here. Who we got here? Only time will tell, UK. Thank you so much for that raid. Chaotic, good to see you too. Lord Kosh, good to see you. Thank you so much. Welcome on in. We're just getting started. Good timing. And as you are observing the scene with the restrained, webbed-up Darrow Savant, 3 unconscious members, Elora wondering what to do, failing to stabilize her potential employee, Corbin with her medicine check. We took a brief moment as Ignatius, in his mind, heard that same cackling, echoing voice that Corbin had heard when they were unconscious. And it spoke of a deal. It spoke of the potential of coming back, returning to the fray, returning to fight once more, to aid your friends, and maybe turn the tide of this battle. At first, Ignatius, his pride and his concern for signing away some essential part of himself to this strange, evil-sounding voice, unsure how it would affect his connection to his ancestors and his people in the afterlife, and his chances of finding his lost comrades, the other Eladrin, Jojo Bonkers, and all of the others. Thank you for the follow. And you, at first, denied the call, but then the voice said, as you remember,
then maybe I'll see you back in the Feywild someday.
And just as I set the scene so nicely there, sorry folks, that is my bad. I have left Streamlabs on Snout of Omgar mode. I'm afraid we do not have a copy of Encounters in Schultz. Do join us next Tuesday for a chance to win that. I'm sorry. That's very, very bad call at my point. Apologies. Do check out CGRGP. Fabulous creator that he is. But, and as I say, yes, 2 more sessions of Snout of Omgar on Tuesday if you want your chance to win. There are 2 more chances to win that. But not today, I'm afraid, my friends. Ignore the false promises of the echoing voice. I'm sorry, chap. It lies. It's all lies. It's that strange echoing voice offering false promises. Just a sliver of your soul. A small donation of exclamation mark enter.
By the way, Buns, I think you're muted.
Yes, Buns, yeah.
Yes, I am. I'm always muttering something, and I'm trying not to be as disruptive as normal. You're like,
please, all mutterings are encouraged and welcomed. Okay, I've turned that off, so hopefully that won't pop up again. I'm sorry about that. Excuse me, especially Chef. Sorry to get your hopes up there. I hope you can join us Tuesday, the next couple of weeks, and have a chance. Okay, so where was I? Sorry to break the mood a second.
Yes, my dear Minotaur friend. If you're quite done trolling chats, maybe we'll meet once more if you survive this little predicament. And we can meet once more twixt the courts of the Fae.
Hold on, what do you mean the Feywild?
We share a home. I too have traveled far to be here.
What do you know of our situation?
Just what I can see. 3 down. Poor little Queen Elora. The only one left. Can she save you? Or will you take my deal? And get back in the fight, you useless oaf.
Fine. I accept your offer.
Which little sliver of yourself are you willing to donate to me? Will it be that delicious ox tongue? The hope. Gods only know it's all but lost down here anyway. Or maybe your last breath. You're a big, strong fella. I'm sure you won't ever need it.
Yes. I think you'll be disappointed that you'll never attain it. I'll take you up on the last breath deal, where I will never fall again. Especially for you.
We shall see. By the way, it's no matter to me if you fall or not. Your last breath is mine, regardless. But fair's fair. And fay's fay. I will return you to your friends. Good luck.
And Ignatius, you may take the benefits of a long rest.
Oh. Rage.
Mechanically.
I mean, it just
And actually, just rage.
Gonna get back into a straight line.
If you'll excuse me being slightly meta for a moment here, she does not have any spell slots left at the lightning bolt level. If I can assuage your fears just a little.
Thank you.
If that doesn't mean me having to revoke my DM's card, sorry. Okay, let me bring you over to this map, my fine friends, both in the digital space, in Roll20 and on Twitch. Where are you? There, boom. Shoop. Here we are. Let's get a bit close. And there we see our beleaguered friends, but not as beleaguered as they were a moment ago, as I remove this unconscious mark from Ignatius, as with a bursting out of the nostrils there, as only a Minotaur can. You. Actually, I'll tell you something. I'm playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey at the moment. A lot. Because it's huge! And I'm one of those cursed beings, a fucking completionist in the Assassin's Creed series.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
But it's so good. It's so beautiful. But it is very interesting hearing all the actual pronunciations of things like Minotaur and things like that. You say, oh, well, that's how you say it. Okay.
Right? You just like, I've been loud and wrong for so long.
Right. All of the names and everything as well. Hey. Now, thank you, Buns. There we have a little ISIL. A little IRL ISIL there. Dear friends, if you have not heard already, our good party of adventurers here are joined by a small black cat, much as Buns is in real life, and that cat is called ISIL. They rescued it from a doomed adventuring party that they found in the spidery webs of... Crap, what was that place called? Excuse me.
Spider Gorge.
That massive gorge, yeah, whatever that was. Stormfell, why did your emote go behind everyone? That shouldn't have happened. Stealth emote. It kind of goes with the emote as well. Hype sneak. Does hype sneak automatically go in the back of the overlay? What on earth? That was cool. Anyway, sorry. Yes, in the Silken Paths, the web-choked bottomless gorge? No, just very deep gorge. That you made your way across with the web runners, the little goblin friendos that you had there. Rather unsavory types. But yes, you discovered this little black cat that has attached itself to Alora, and it sits at the edge of the cavern, observing everything going on as the Underdark police are closing in. Get out quickly! And you see Ignatius. The first thing you see as you roll over back to consciousness is those two pools of yellow lights. Where are you? Where are you? As across the chamber, the little form, diminutive black-furred form of Isel regards everything going on. And Ignatius, you can't help but note something that you hadn't spotted before. Must have been there, surely. But two little glowing gems on the collar of this little black cat. Now, back to initiative, my friends. As Sirenscape is having an epic old time for itself. Okay, where are we? Here! Ta-da! Now, let me turn off... Where is it? This one. No! Oh, it wasn't fast enough. I was like, turn off the spectator. It's dead! Alright. Okay. So, as we return to combat, let us get into things here. And, Ignatius, that is your turn, I'm afraid. Being returned to yourself. But as you cough and splutter and snort, you roll over and back to consciousness. And Zakan, what a way to start. Could you roll me a death saving throw, please?
Yeah, an exciting start here.
Uber
Big
Zakan.
old giant Zakan.
Oh, actually, sorry, hold that thought. Sorry, look at me,
Yeah.
raring. I was excited to go and raring into things here. Let us hear from you, fine people. Now that we have
indeed.
thoroughly recapped, and kind of flowed over to this session just a little bit too. I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited here. Elora,
Everything was
Illustrious.
happening inside of Poppy's mind.
Yeah, exactly. Elora, Illustrious. Sorry, who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at in regards to this rather tense situation? Muted.
I play.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, my. Hear me?
Yeah, it's took a second.
I'm Sam. I play Allura Lustrous. She is a high elf rogue from Mithranor, a destroyed city. She created an outlaw band when she ran away from home, got captured and drowned in the Underdark. And right now, she is poisoned and is one of the only party members that has a decent amount of health. So she is quite worried.
Indeed. Rightly so. Yes. Yes, the only conscious player, as was until very moments ago, was poisoned by the bite of a death dog, and has disadvantage and all kinds of things. Moving on to said recently returned Ignatius Poppy Zorillis.
Hello, my name is Chris, and I am playing Ignatius Poppy Zorillis, the Minotaur barbarian who was dragged down here into the Underdark forcefully against his will. He's trying to get out.
He is just trying to get out. Thank you. And if you would like to see more of this fantastic DM and all of his fantastic friends, head on over there to CarniSideShow and give them a follow, because you should. Moving on. Corbin. Corbin.
Okay, you did say Corbin. I don't know why I thought you said Allura again.
Sorry, I kind of.
Sorry, I don't have all my
strange,
headphones.
strange pronunciation.
But I'm a Buns, and I would be playing our lovely Corbin, our changeling monk / druid, who walked down into the Underdark after deciding maybe things shouldn't go the way their family quite planned. Once they were down here, though, they heard about the awesomeness that is the now Queen Allura, and I think they officially got hired, but as a friend, not a bodyguard. So things are going their way, and soon the Underdark will be their own personal zoo.
Yes, indeed. More information coming out about Corbin, actually from Black Raven Monastery in the Spine of the World Mountains, who, regulars to our channel, may also know or be interested to hear, is also the original place that Lady Vanta Blackspire of the Curse of Strahd campaign originated from as well. By chance. In all of that wide, wide world, ended up from the same place. Okay. But different times, because Lady Vanta was the last remaining person of her order, and they abandoned the monastery. And after that, Corbin's family took over and established the 8 chambers of death as their initiation rites in the basement of this place.
It's real easy. I've only ever heard of like one person failing, and it's fine. Their legs only were encased in glass. Fine.
I read through that description. It's vicious. It's vicious.
It is though, isn't it? The safe chamber really is my favorite though.
Thank you. And Zakan, how about you, sir?
Yes, so I am Steven, and I am playing Zakan, the Aasimar Ranger / Cleric, who is divinely commanded to operate within the Underdark and to guide people out of it. At the moment, they are giant and unconscious, and so they are doing neither of those things.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, a bit of an echo from someone there. Now. Where's that coming from? Okay, there we go. Right. So, let's just... Oh, no, it's still going. I was just being too close. Sorry, Lons, is that you? Sorry. It's feeding back quite viciously.
Oh no, that can't be. I am directly next to a air conditioner.
Oh, okay, so it can't be you then. Where's that echoing from?
I'm not sure where the echo is. It from me?
Did somebody change something? Because it was fine just before. Good.
I think
Okay.
it's because I see the little green thing going when echo happens.
Right? Maybe okay. Okay, anyway, let's go. So, yeah, that's fine now. Right. So, indeed, you angry. That's roars of impatience and anger as she's trapped in Webster's webs. So, Zakan, let's just return to you and a fateful D20 roll.
Yeah, so Khan is languishing in inky black darkness. That's 18.
Okay, that is a success. Congratulations. 1 success for our friend Zakan. Green dots with a 1 shall represent that. Okay, you shall notice, fine folks at home, that also Corbin is on 1 success as well. Now. Blinky.
The Khan's giant body provide partial cover for any attacks.
I'll give Cords a cover for that, sure. if you're lying down.
Yeah, they're laying like this. You know?
It will also give half the same cover for Blinky because she's tiny. Now, Blinky is bound up, and oh, that's come back again. Sorry, Buns. I think it is. I think it is on your end. It wasn't before, but it just started for some reason. Okay, so now, as Blinky is struggling against these webs that your giant spider has put into the equation here, I do actually need to add our 2 new friendos to the initiative, don't I? Webster.
Blinky, the name of this wizard witch.
Darrow Savant, yes.
Darrow Savant. Blinky.
Right? So unassuming and safe sounding, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, 2 awful initiatives.
Is that better?
Let's try that. Hello, 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 hello. Yes. The echo
Yeah.
of doom. Oh, it's actually still there a bit, but it was better. It's only when I shout. So I shall try to contain myself.
Alright, yeah, I'm directly next to an air conditioner, so I just off.
No problem. Okay.
Hey.
Oh. Yeah, that's really bad. Sorry, Buns.
Oh, well, no,
I think it's because John's voice is coming out of the speakers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you got some earphones or something you can use? Cool. Okay, so actually, after Zakan, no, that's right. Why that's a very strange order. In order, please. There we go. Sorry, Ignatius, Zakan. Yes. Okay. Next up in the rather bottom-heavy initiative that we have here is actually Unga Munga. So she kind of looks over towards you, Elora, and Ignatius, seeing that you're up there as well.
Are you okay? What should I do?
Or how are you with medicine?
Meta what?
The wizard! Attack the strange wizard-looking woman.
Okay. Ah!
And she just starts running over this way.
Webster, get your big fuzzy bum out the way.
And
Umunga, do you know CPR?
goes running over there around Webster and runs up towards our witch queen friend. Unfortunately, oh no, they had enough movement to get there, and they are going to grab her in case she manages to break away from those webs. They're going to just try and restrain her. Now that will be a contested roll, so Unga Munga does a athletics roll, which is going to be a 23, and our Darrow friend has a disadvantage on dex saves at the moment with the webbing, so only a 5, even without the disadvantage. So yes, Unga Munga just goes running over, and does her massive arms just wrap up the little Darrow and squeeze in. You just hear this, get off me, you hulking oaf! And
Got her.
Now, Corbin, what would you like Webster to do?
Okay, well, we already have them captured. I don't think Webster can perform a medicine check on Daddy. So,
Webster, do CPR.
right? No, and I have not been with Webster long enough for me to have taught them anything. We've barely been out this cave together. Quite honestly, I think Webster would just guard, if not try to stop its instinct to start going towards our unconscious bodies. Because we're not still fighting anything, are we?
I guess not particularly.
Did we say did we actively say anything like this might be meta? Did we say if we were like keeping them for questioning or anything?
No, you
We're not
make
supposed to
that-
keep them
make
alive,
that decision.
right?
It's okay.
'Cause I'm pretty sure we can just offer right now, but you didn't say kill her, you said get her. That's all.
I guess I should have been more specific my direction, Munga. Yeah, I wanted her dead, but I guess this way.
Oh yeah.
Us, yeah.
Well then, I don't know. It's
Boss,
he's been so
Corbin.
good. He doesn't get Corbin's unconscious. I can't do anything with Corbin right
Right. Now, as Lazy, which of the players am I trying to kill? None of them. Thank you very much. 2 of them are on death saving throws. That's besides the point.
Help me.
Now, it is Blinky's turn, this Darrow savant, bound up both webbing and massive Etin arms. You see her eyes narrow, and she looks up. Let's see. Elora, can you roll me a d20?
Do I have?
Yes.
Right?
Okay, 19.
Damn it. Okay. She looks up, and she looks square into the eyes of the Etin. Actually, hang on. Yeah, that was it. You don't need to reroll because that's already a success, but that was also with advantage because Etins have 2 heads. 2 heads are better than 1. And you see her look up at the Etin. She's like, You stupid creature. Why don't you just go and get me some fish at the market? No? Okay, we'll just hang out here then, I guess. And Corbin, it's your turn. Death saving throw, please.
Okay. D20, don't fail me now.
Lazy just beat you to it, Daisy. Would you like to change that to someone else? Thank you, everyone. Ignatius, you have inspiration from Lazy. Our friend, the microbiologist. And someone else can get the one from Daisy in a second.
I rolled an 11.
An 11 is another success. Lazy, on the tokens there, you can see the green dots. Those are successes. If there's a fail, there'll be a red dot. No fails yet. Let me zoom in a bit more for you. Sorry, especially if you're on mobile, it'll be pretty teeny tiny. Okay, so 2 successes now for Corbin. Getting closer. Okay, thank you. And Elora. Poisoned Elven Queen. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to try and bring back Corbin again, but with disadvantage. So let's see how this
Now, I'm going to point something out because Elora would know this. Even if, I mean, it's worth doing because if they fail, if a natural one is 2 fails as well, 3 fails, they're gone forever. But bring them back is too much of a statement there. Stabilize. You can stabilize them. They will still be unconscious. You cannot, with just a medicine check, you cannot bring them. It has to be healing potions or healing magic to actually bring them back to alive and well, as it were. Okay, but yes, please, yes, you are a disadvantaged medicine check, please.
An 11 and then a 16, so 11.
Oh yes, Daisy. Sorry, I didn't notice that. Sorry, I stand corrected, Chris. Lazy gave you disadvantage, and Daisy gave you advantage. So let me put that on your chest there. Blinged out Minotaur. Okay. Thank you, Daisy. Noted. Did you get an 11? Did you say, Laura?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Corbin, you are unconscious.
Stable.
But stable.
I'm unconscious. But stable. Okay,
Yes,
so I'm going to
indeed.
hit success so I can go back to 0.
So
1. Am I going to 0 or 1?
0, I'm afraid, still.
Okay,
Yeah, if you
just
take
making sure.
any damage, and it'll put you back into death saves.
Yeah, saving mode.
Can you roll me a d4, Corbin?
Yes, again.
Thank you kindly.
2.
2? Okay. A mere 2 hours from now, we shall have you back. Or sooner, maybe. Okay, so. Unga Wunga has arrived, so I've started playing the Etin drum. Rah. Okay, now, that is Elora's turn. Thank you. Good work, Your Highness.
Thank you, Laura.
Ignatius. As you
All right.
struggle to your hooves, what do you do?
All right. Let's see.
Actually, I'm going to zoom right in so everyone back home can see, and then I'll just skip around the map depending on who we're dealing with.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. If I can sneak around, not sneak around, but get around the giant form of.
Yep.
The con
You
right
can
here.
Parkour
there.
over, parkour over
Yeah.
the sleeping giant.
And then I'll use the flat side because I have no idea. I heard Laura too. Just get him. So I'm like, okay, get her. So I'm probably just gonna use the flat side, doing non-lethal damage and attack.
Noted. Okay. Like, Unga Munga's just like, both heads of Unga Munga are like, no! He's like swinging a massive axe towards them. He's like holding it, and like
All right.
brace their legs for the impact.
Straight for the head.
So with advantage, please.
Okay.
Actually, no, a flat roll
With
because of lazy, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just a flat roll because they are restrained.
Ooh. D&D Beyond still doesn't like me.
Oh,
That
no.
is an 11.
No.
Rude.
Oh.
Hang on, she's just a. Oh yeah, never mind. Okay, I'm afraid you slam into. I think you slam into Grungamunga's knuckles. They're just like.
Ah. Stop hitting yourself.
Not me.
Sorry. I just woke up.
Remember me, friend.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, Zakan. Death saving throw, please.
Let's get that 20. 15.
15. Noted. Okay, and so that is a second success. Boom. And moving on, Unga Bunga is gonna be like, ooh. It's like Family Guy for her turn, and continue grappling on and restraining Blinky. Webster is also just going to be chittering their mandibles and looking threateningly, trying to intimidate the Darrow savant as they are there helping out as best they can. And
Webster's offering moral support.
Zakan, as you're lying there, not doing too much, can you also roll me a d20, please?
$19.
That's another 19.
We're getting revenge for last
Ignatius,
session.
apparently. Ignatius, you see her look up. She's like, but I really want that fish. But ADH. But again, Unga Munga's just like, no, I'm helping my new friends. And she's like, it's just like struggling weakly in the grasp there. Corbin is unconscious. Snooze. Elora, what you doing?
Enough that I can run up to
Hello.
Zakan
Yes.
and with disadvantage try and also stabilize Zakan.
Note it. Oh, sorry, Chris. EDH is sneakier than that.
An 8.
No. For
But
now.
she's gonna yell. Just kill her. Just kill her already. We don't need to question.
Oof. A tyrannical queen is born. Ignatius is waiting for one key phrase, Elora, I believe.
No. I'm not like that.
You me too, Chris.
Everyone's unconscious. It's the only time that we're not around to hear it, but
Yeah,
they'll
it's okay.
never know.
Nobody will ever know. It won't be on the internet forever or anything. No. Okay. Unfortunately, unable to stabilize your Asamar friend, Ignatius. You have not received a royal decree, but what do you do? Still muted. Yeah, we didn't catch anything.
Just kill it,
before.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Please,
Okay.
please.
Ignatius says it. Off with
Right? Waiting for your command. Queen,
Go on, please.
Go on.
what does that mean? Please be more specific.
Off with her head, okay?
Yes.
Alright.
I got it.
With advantage still, is it restrained?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Ooh. 23.
Nice. That'll do it.
And that is okay, 7 points of slashing damage along
Okay.
with fire damage of 1.
Okay, so you cut into her shoulder and the flames lap around her form, and Ungamo's like, hot. Okay, thank you. Zakan, death saving throw, please.
Saving throw.
Straight D20.
That's a natural 1.
Yay! 2 and
No.
2. 2 successes.
2 and 2.
2 failures. Wow.
Why you do these things, Zakan?
We were sitting pretty until
Drama.
then.
Drama. Okay. I'm afraid that's a very kind gesture, Chaotic, but I'm afraid there is no use of inspiration on death saving throws. You're in the hands of the gods at that point. But would you like to give it to Elora or Zakan? Will you give it to Zakan anyway? For if they survive. As a little welcome back present.
Right.
Or you could give it to Elora so she doesn't have disadvantage on that next medicine check.
Yeah. That one.
Okay. Ungamunga. Ungamunga is going to spend their turn maintaining the restraint of the Witch Queen and also spitting on the flames. Double neck. Thank you, Chaotic. Okay, so Alora, you have inspiration to use on your next medicine check, if you so wish. It's entirely up to you. You know, you could leave it one more round, and we'd have that exciting roll from Zakan. Which way will it go? Drama in the most dramatic sense. Webster, menace. Okay.
Right.
From her vantage point, the Darrow Witch Queen, feeling slightly hopeless, grins rather maliciously. As from her vantage point up by Ungamunga's chest, she spies a rather regal-looking elf, kneeling and busying herself with the unconscious giant. I think there's plenty of large oafs hunkering and lumbering around the place. She glares up at Ungamunga. Your Majesty, she says, picking up on what people have been saying. Why don't you fetch me that fish? Laura, can I have a wisdom saving throw, please?
No.
Which will be with disadvantage, or unless you use your inspiration.
Oh.
I just double. Hang on. Oh no. Sorry, I stand corrected. Poison is only attack rolls and ability checks. It is a straight wisdom save. So, D20 plus 1.
A 4.
Elora, despite your regal status, you are overcome with the desire to go back to the market up in the city above and fetch this Darrow some fish.
Think I want to go get a fish. I'll see you all later.
Vicious?
This is not the time for that.
I'll stay there for now, Laura. It'll be on your turn. But
I need fish. We all need fish. I need to go to the market. I need to get fish. I need fish.
You need brain food, big and strong. I gotta eat something when I wake up.
Okay. Corbin, you stay
Yes.
there. Pushing. Each round of combat is not an hour. still a few minutes to go. Hey, Weather Desktop, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Now, Your Highness, the fish won't stay fresh forever. From one queen to another, and one queen to a witch queen. Diplomatic relations to be maintained and all that. Off you pop.
Right, come off.
Please dash. Yes, in that direction. And, yep, out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, a dash will get you all the way to the edge of the cavern, I'll say, for now. There you go, just one, then you're good there. Ignatius.
Right. Hearing the groans from Zakan over here, I can assume he's doing pretty bad. Lee?
Yes, it does appear so.
I'm going to use my inspiration that I just got. Try and do a medicine check. Before it's
With
too late.
advantage, please.
Ragged.
Let's see if this works. That is, with advantage, a 7.
Oh my god. Zakan.
You had to say something about it. We were making up for
Dice.
last session.
All the dice hate you.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
And
All the way.
as you turn away from the Witch Queen, whether we do have an emote for this. Here we go. You know it's bad when the DM's spamming it. As Elora bewilderingly disappears off into the dark caverns once more from whence you emerged, Ignatius spins away from the Darrow, trying desperately to stabilize his fallen friend, but to no avail. And that brings us to Zakan's turn. Please roll me a d20. Hang on, let me bring this down a moment. What was it?
In this final death save, I rolled an 11. The very precipice. Remind me, is a 10 a pass or a fail?
Time Lord's wife. Time Lord's wife. A moment sooner, and you could have seen that. But thank you so much. So good to see you all. Welcome, Raiders. We excuse us, we're a little giddy at the moment. Hey, thank you for that follow. We'll be shouting you out for our followers Discord soon.
I was shaking those dice for like 3 minutes.
Cars, thank you. Good to see you. Thank you for the subscription. Oh, good lords. Everyone, we are playing Out of the Abyss. We are down beneath the Duragar city of Gracklestuck. Phantom, thank you. And we are battling a Darrow Savant, a powerful witch queen working for the Thieves Guild. And we are in a rather sticky situation. And our enlarged Aasimar Ranger, Zakan, was on 2 successes and 2 fails. 2 of his friends were desperately trying to use their medicine skills to stabilize him, but the Darrow Witch Queen cast suggestion on Alora, the elf queen, and made her dash off in search of fresh fish from the market. And then our Minotaur barbarian Ignatius spun to aid his friend, and even with advantage failed to stabilize Zakan, and that left us to a fateful roll of the dice. And I'm not sure if you saw that moment. I'm not sure at what point everyone came raiding on in. It was right at the same time. But welcome, all of you. Thank you. Time Lords, it's so good to see you. Zakan rolled with that final death save. It's going to go one way or the other. An 11. Which means, Super Joystick Brothers, thank you so much. Welcome, and welcome. It's a pleasure to see you. Which means that is a 3rd success. Ah! Zakan, it's the Japanese summer here. I'm sweating enough. Okay. Cheers, look. Thank you, Raiders. Welcome on, welcome in. Yes, Buns, let our phoenixes fly as well. Absolute pleasure to see you all. Ranger Harley. The rescuing of this ranger. We welcome another ranger. You would have been right in time to replace this poor dead Aasimar if we hadn't been able to save themselves. And we are not mourning the passing of Zakan, the Aasimar Ranger, just yet, as you make that 3rd and successful death saving throw. Whew.
Need to teach that spider CPR.
You can fuss at me when I wake up.
All right. Okay. So you make the save, and I think it's that puts you unconscious, right? You're just stable, aren't you? It's only
Stable and unconscious for 2 hours.
Thank you. What's the the period of choice for our adventurers here? Corbin is also stable and unconscious for 2 hours. Yeah, Daisy, right? Now, that's a way to start the day. Okay. Let me remove these pesky death save marks and this dire straits. Okay, and 2 unconscious hours for you, sir. Hey, cuz, thanks for that sub. You're an absolute legend. Now, let us continue as Zakan peacefully rests. And Ignatius, you see him continue to breathe shallowly. Now, you do not know that he's stable, to be fair. You know, let's keep that player and character knowledge nicely separate, please. And our friend Grungamunga, she's like,
Your Majesty? Your Majesty, where are you going? Wait, what? She said kill,
Fish.
right? Off with its
Fish.
head?
Yes. Kill. Go.
okay, and she just starts to squeeze and squeeze.
Tube of
the,
toothpaste.
Stop it.
I would say, pitiful, rather sympathetic figure of this small Darrow witch queen, wrapped up in spider silk, in the massive arms of this creature. And Corbin, as you're sat over there doing nothing, and Grungamunga is your friendo.
They are.
Yeah. Could you give me a D20 advantage roll? So give me a double roll.
Well, yay for advantage, because the first roll was a 3.
Second being
But that second roll was a 14.
14 is not enough.
Gotta hydrate.
I'm afraid.
What?
Squeezed his Stormfell. Good to see you. Squeeze indeed. And Grungamong's like squeezing and squeezing, and you can see beneath the spider silk that Webster cocooned her in, there is a strange kind of glistening, shimmering effect around the small, diminutive form of this Dero savant, and they just glint of evil in their eye, and they cackle at Ungamonga's efforts. Webster is gonna narrow all of their eyes.
Yeah, eat it, bite it. Feel your father's will.
And they can go for a bite if you would like. There, you've got the
I sure do.
roll 20 sheet.
Yep, I just gotta pull it up real quick.
No worries.
The head.
Peter
Shift
Pan.
double click on the token is the fastest way.
Thank you.
Once it's selected, select it. Shift double click.
Right, select it. Shift, double click. I did it.
On the character sheet, and then
Yes.
click on the
Yeah.
bite. Name of the bite. What bite? The bite with the name. What name? The name of the bite.
Power. Giant spider web bite.
Chomp. That is a 19 with advantage. Now click where it says bite in chat for the damage.
Okay. Big old character. She moves out of my way. And then
Did
hit
she-
bite again for damage.
No, on the yes, there we go.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
6 piercing damage as our good friend Webster's fangs bite into the Witch Queen's flesh, and she needs to make a Constitution saving throw or take poison damage and be poisoned. Yeah. Oh, and hang on. Oh no, if they go to 0, she won't. She's tough, tougher
Maybe.
than that. But let's see. Con save. 19 for me too. The poison does not
What?
seep into her system too deeply, I'm afraid. But you,
Tough.
Webster does give her a nasty bite. Now, unfortunately, oh, and I need to make a concentration check.
Indeed.
Laura, you may be free here. Boom. Nope, I'm afraid she maintains concentration on the suggestion. And it is her turn. Unfortunately, I'm all out of suggestion slots as well.
Yeah.
Boo. More fish. More fish. And that leads. Let's see here. I need what doesn't have a semantic. No, right? It's semantic, isn't it? Yeah, semantic is the gestures. Damn it! All of those have semantic. This one, semantic? No. This one, yes. Nah. Nah. No, damn it. Everything else she has is semantic. Okay, she's going to try and break out of the spider silk. What was the thing on that?
DC 12.
DC
strength check.
12 strength check. Thank you.
Well.
Okay. Your Highness, this one over here. Oh, -1. That's not good.
It did,
8.
it did.
Does not escape. Stumper, I love all your emotes. Ah, no, don't eat me. No! Sorry. Massive fish head just ate my token. No. I like it. It is good, isn't it? Yes. We get the... oh, it was Ranger Harley. Ranger Harley, don't eat my token. I need it. Okay, it does look delicious, I hope. Right, now, it's a long and storied token. Thank you, Webster, for continuing that. And we skip over Corbin, I'm afraid. Boop, boop.
What
Laura,
about?
bye.
Bye.
Actually, just leave your token there, Laura, because I'm going to do this.
No.
Da-da-da-da-da. Bye. as Alora is returned outside the wallstone tunnels where you find yourselves.
Party's tracker is unconscious for 2 hours.
Don't worry, Droki is gone. Truly gone. Zoom. Let me zoom in here and head on over to where you find people are. So, Alora, on that map there, could you move yourself, sorry. Move me. Could you move yourself?
You know,
Anyone old enough to get that, congratulations. 60 feet down the tunnel.
Zoom in.
Any takers? I assume all of you are too young. Do you know what that very small soundbite was from?
no.
It's from a very old Beastie Boys song. Sorry. It's the.
Now I want to know what song it was.
It's the which one is it? It's the one with the. It's a flute loop. Start of flute loop. It's like it's the start of the sample. It's like move me, and there's like. Sorry. Shut up, John. Okay. So yes, 60 feet if you'd be so kind, Alora. Because you are dashing to get this fish. Mike D, indeed. Just stop, pal. So I'm glad someone's there with me. Okay, so yes, you go dashing away, off to find your Witch Queen's fish. Who knew it? In the regal pecking order of things, Witch Queens are above Elf Queens.
I guess Laura can from somebody.
That is not the soundset I meant. Sorry. That was a spider battle. Elora blunders straight into a nest of giant spiders. No. I meant this one instead. Now, can I get the devil quick enough this time? Yes. Ha ha ha. Defeated. Okay. And Grungamunga, beat your drum.
Okay. Am I rolling for them again?
You are good there. So, Mr. Zerillis, if you would be so kind.
Hey. I'm gonna try and put an end to this. Hit it again. Did she manage to break out of the web, or is she still there?
She did not.
Okay, so advantage still?
Yes, indeed. She is restrained. I mean, either way, she was still restrained by Ungamunga.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, one layer at a time.
Another hit. I think. Oh, dirty 20.
Nice. That'll do it.
Yes.
Come on, give me more.
That's
better. 15 points of slashing.
Yes.
And for fire, 4 full
Oh,
points.
there we go. Yes, so you do cut into her and cause some grievous damage, but she is still alive. She's a tough little bit.
Asleep.
And Zakan, also asleep. Zakan, I shall let you play Ungamunga in your unconscious state whilst Corbin plays Webster for us.
Webster. Okay, let's go.
Sounds good.
Okay, right. So, Zakan, what would you like Ungamunga to do? Go for that squishy squish again?
Ungamunga hears,
Stormfell has an emote for every
divine celestial voice. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the emoji like retelling about what's happening in live action.
Emoji subtitles.
Yeah, I've been watching with rapt attention.
Okay. Sorry, question. Does she have to concentrate on the lore?
Oh, thank you very much. Yep, so the total damage again?
Yeah. Total damage was 19.
Thank you. Yes, do remind me if I miss a beat there. Boop. That is a 6.
Oh!
Disadvantage.
No, that's just the straight roll was a 6. The other roll was a natural 20, but she didn't have advantage, so it's okay.
Oh, I see.
So, it always comes up with the 2 numbers regardless. Whoa! Get that ass out of here. Quips.
Nice.
And Elora, as you go hurtling down the passageway, you suddenly kind of stop, skidding to a halt as you're dashing along, skidding on the broken mushrooms and stuff from Ignatius's passage before, and you shake your head. Like, what on earth are you doing? Zakan could be dead! And you turn on your heel and are free on your turn to start running back. So, Zakan, speaking of unconscious big boys, what is Ungamunga going to do?
I would say just continuing with the off with their head thing, and
I will say this. She has, and sorry, I'll roll that for you. She does actually. I can very quickly give this to you. It's in your journal there already. It can be edited and controlled by Zakan. There we go. Okay, you should be able to shift double click on it now and get the character sheet.
Yeah. Where we at?
Okay, and then she is restrained by Webster's web still. So if you wanted, she could put her down, drop her on the floor and attack with her battle axe and Morningstar instead.
Oh, can we do a double with that?
Yeah, she has 2 attacks. Yeah.
All right. Oh, I see. Yeah. All right. In that case, let's say that she's tired of being adjacent to fire.
Yes.
It's like, oh, and so she throws the shaman down to the ground and pins a foot on her chest.
Okay.
And draws out the battle axe and Morningstar.
I'm gonna say she spikes her. So as she raises her arm up, that puts the Witch Queen above 10 feet. So there is a d6 of falling damage.
So she just gives her a good spike.
Yep. And then if you click on the name of the attack, so click where the bold battle axe and Morningstar once each.
So foot on the chest, spike into the ground. Let's see what we got. Gotta listen to the queen.
A 19 on the battle axe.
A 19.
And the Morningstar. 21. Oh, Unga Bunga is not dealing with any of this crap anymore. Okay. Give me click on the name in the chat instead where it says battle axe and Morningstar for the damage.
Yep. On the name.
Click on the name in chat, yeah. Where it's
Awesome.
Oof. 16 slashing with the battle axe and 14 piercing with the Morningstar for a massive
Now go lay down.
30
Please go lay down.
damage, putting her on her last legs, as we like to call it around here, folks. A red dot on the token means that they are at 10 HP or fewer. Fantastic. Making it Webster's turn. Corbin.
The head. Eat the head.
I'm so ready. Okay. Am I rolling? Time for bites.
Time for bites. This little snack.
Just a little snack.
I'm afraid not. She kind of on the floor in terrible pain, blood seeping through the webbing. She kind of rolls over like sausage roll. It's like roly-poly style. It's like, and the bite just snaps in thin air behind her. Okay, and it is her turn. Unfortunately, she still can't cast any spells because they all have semantic components. So she's just going to try and escape again. DC on that strength check again once more, please, Buns. 12, thank you. Come on, Witch Queen! 10!
7. Yeah,
Damn it. Okay. And she does not manage to break free of the webbing. And Elora Illustrious, please dash back the other way.
Sure, we need you.
Right?
Fish?
They're on
I
the
don't
way.
want to eat. I don't even like fish.
You need iron.
Bravo. Okay, so yes, you skid along the passageway there and quickly turn heel and start dashing back the other to your friends. Zakan! Okay, Nasius, Poppy, Zerus.
Right.
For your friends. For your ancestors.
All right. Hitting again. Let's see. Is it still with advantage? Sorry.
Yep, there it is. It's still in the spider
I
web.
thought
They're
Unga
still
might have dropped her.
restrained. She's still restrained by the
From the webs?
The
Yep.
webbing
Webs,
yet.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. 19 to hit.
That'll do it.
Hey.
Roll damage.
Damage is 14 slashing.
Mhm.
And 4 again on the fire die.
As Stormfell put it so succinctly, kapow, 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 chop, 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 chop. Tell me what happens.
Unga Munga drops the lady to the ground. She's struggling to get back in the webs. I'm just like, it's time to end you, I think. We've had enough fun. Just, as hard as I can, slam my axe all the way through her body into the ground, cracking into the rock itself. Have to pry it out when I'm done. Ugh, in her head
Through
is
the
off.
neck?
Definitely.
Okay. So yes, Alora, I'll say, as you come skidding back into the mouth of the chamber, you see your headsman's axe rise up, and with a satisfying chunk, and a spark almost from the stone, and a puff of dust, quickly subdued by the spray of blood, you see, bouncing down the stony surface of the mesa, clunk, clunk, clunk down one layer, clunk, clunk down another, as you continue dashing towards your friends. And as you cross that quick rock bridge towards the bottom of the mesa, a Darrow Savant's head rolls to a stop at your feet.
You guys didn't need me.
Say again, sorry, I lost it.
You guys didn't need me at all.
Well, two of your friends are still down and out, I'm afraid. But you are safe and alone in this chamber of... There's a goof! I haven't seen that one before, Daisy. You are alone once more in this chamber of the obelisk. Out of mortal danger, at least. So.
Now, we sit here on the stream for 2 hours.
Yeah, real-time
Yes.
RP.
Yeah.
Sorry. Elora, do join us again. Oop, there you go. Okay, let me zoom out a bit. So turn that background noise a bit down for folks back home. Sorry if that was a bit noisy, everyone. Good to have so many of you here today. Thank you so much. There we go. Okay, so you are in this cavern with the obelisk and the dragon egg atop the other one there, just beyond where Corbin is lying unconscious. You can see that stone stair leading up to the egg's lofty perch. Thanks, Glimpse. So, Ignatius, Elora, Webster, Unga Bunga, what do you do?
Webster's
First-
hungry and Dad's not here to say don't. So they're gonna eat the Darrow Savant.
Okay,
Nice.
so
I'll
there's
look
a
at
rather-
Laura.
Yes.
Would
Just
that
to make
actually
sure.
heal any of their damage? Like eating something and resting? I guess.
No, I mean you can.
Are we-
They have hit dice you could use on a short rest, but
Okay.
not. I don't think they're damaged, are they?
Not that much. It kind of shows it.
How are they doing?
We're gonna hang out for 2 hours.
Yeah, they're max.
Are they max? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the one when I signed in.
I'll just look at Laura and be like,
Quinn,
are
is
you
everyone
okay?
has everyone got their D&D Beyond HP up to date? What's it reading, Quims? So I think the overlay is looking a bit funky. Should be on the right overlay, right?
Mine's on 0.
Yeah, the unconscious people are
11.
on 0. 11, yeah. Sorry if there's been a glitch somewhere along the line there, Quims. Should be okay. Yes, Zakan and
Yeah.
Corbin are at 0, unconscious. That is correct, Quims.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
It's very unfortunately correct.
Yes. Afraid so.
Right here. Sorry to frighten
Cheers,
you.
Quims.
You just-
Yeah, they're still unconscious, so they're still at 0. It's not until you come back to any healing that will happen. So yeah, what are the 4 of you doing with your slightly new guises here for the 2 of you? What are you doing whilst this is going on? Ignatius, Elora, you're free to converse. I think
Yeah, just asking,
Webster's kind of become a bit more worried about how they look when they're eating, so they kind of drag the body over to the side there. There's just this
Shy eater.
munching sound coming from the side. Chomp, 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 chomp. Okay. So, Elora, please. Ignatius, please.
I feel like if we linger here too long, they surely won't leave this crystal and egg alone. There may be people coming back here.
Could be a good bargaining chip. Maybe we take it first and then move our friends to a safer location.
Right. There may be some sort of trap. Could we do some sort of investigation check to see if there's a trap?
Yeah, because Ignatius is back at full. The perception check would be how you need to decide whether it's trapped or not. To have a good look at it. And then if you spot something, an investigation check would reveal how to disable it.
Ungamunga will be like, can you help us gather our friends' bodies maybe in one area?
Zakan, if you'd be so kind.
Sure. Oh, okay. Where you want big one?
Maybe more manageable if we feed them a mushroom to make them smaller again. I'll just take one out and just feed it.
Yep, sure.
Just like move their mouth up and down. Okay. Swallow. Put some water. Don't choke.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Ungamunga then is able to gather up Zakan and Corbin, one under each arm. So where do you want them?
I'll just hold on to them for now.
There you go.
Then just stand with them, under their arms.
Yeah.
Elora, if you want to head on over to the egg, it's on the right side there. Yeah. So give me that perception check, please, Elora, with disadvantage.
Right. So let's have Ignatius do the my head is a little foggy. I'm not thinking straight. Could you take a look at this for me?
Okay, perception, you said?
Well, Ignatius, you can assist Elora, cancelling out that disadvantage.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
You're kind of like poking it with your horns. Here, no, here.
I have
Just take a walk around.
Yeah.
Nothing on my side. What about you?
It's a straight roll, Elora.
an 11.
Okay. You don't see anything.
Can't see anything over here. Looks all right.
All right then. I'll just grab it.
Yeah, I think it's safe.
Probably.
Sorry, pop out of the scene for a moment there to acknowledge Stormfell's epic rendition of the death of Blinky. Thank you,
Nice.
Stormfell. That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, you two have a look, and yeah, you don't seem to see anything. There's just this massive red egg nestled atop an indentation on the very pinnacle of the mesa.
Yeah, when Laura says that, I just grab it. I'll be like, okay, yeah, I trust you, sure.
Okay, it's pretty heavy, but it is manageable for a fellow of your size, especially with your extra wild magic increased size. from a while ago, and you managed to, yes, lug it off the top, and there is no pressure switch or anything underneath, or trap wire or anything, yeah, you heft it on your shoulder.
Right.
Could we do a perception check on the crystal as well?
There's nothing to perceive. It's just what it is. It's just this giant crystalline. Let me get the official description here.
Does it look valuable?
It's like, I think it's 50 feet tall.
I'd like, if possible, if there was like a crack somewhere.
Yeah. Does it look like it's able to shatter with an axe blow?
I mean, it is damaged. I mean, you remember the Dero Savant Blinky, before you attacked, was seen raising up a shard that she had received from Droki in the delivery that you saw to the alchemist. And Norris Stonefell, have a great day, and thank you so much. You saw her lift up that shard to the surface of the megalith here, and it just was absorbed and fixed some of the surface. So I mean, it's breakable, yeah. It's broken in several places.
Before I do anything rash, I would like to try and maybe just tap or dribble water onto our comrades to see if he'll hasten their awakening. Anything.
I'm afraid beyond magical healing,
Yeah.
there's nothing that can happen here. So yes, a 50-foot tall obelisk made of smooth black metal with a few noticeable imperfections, as though small parts of it were somehow chipped away. So Ignatius, I think you would be concerned as to whether that would work or not.
To chip it away?
Yeah, because it looks like, like somehow chipped away, like as in you're surprised that there are pieces missing.
Oh.
It looks like solid, like metal, like steel, as opposed to like rock or anything like that. So.
Okay. Well, it looks like they're out for the time being. Alora, what would you want to do?
I guess there's nothing else we can do here. We have the egg. Our friends are alive. We should hide somewhere until they wake up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna rest here?
I want to find a more, covered spot, maybe.
Of this cavern?
Sure. If that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, like this little nook over here is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Right, sheltered from the entrance. Decent amount of space. So yeah, you guys, it's okay. You don't have to. Ignatius, there is a there is that rather wicked-looking, dark, metallic, barbed scimitar that this witch queen was wielding.
I was just thinking, actually, after everybody moves too, just out of curiosity, I want to take one of those pomegranates we found.
Okay.
And I'll go through, unless Alora wants to go through the witch's body as well. I was just going to stick it in the crack, the pomegranate, and see if it does anything as I run away.
Okay.
I always wanted to try something. Run!
Exactly.
Okay. So, I mean, the problem is, I mean, it detonates on impact. Like, the impact against the surface.
I'll put it in carefully in that case, and then be like,
and then
Alora,
shoot it.
shoot an arrow, right?
Yeah, I guess so. We can try it.
Zakan unconscious is rolling around fitfully
Stop, don't do it. What are you doing?
Don't touch magic things in the Underdark.
It's like, shenanigans.
Shenanigans?
I think the two of you are probably over here, right?
Yeah, if everybody else would just move over to this area.
Yeah, everyone's over in that.
Please go to the designated safe zone.
They
Thank
get
you.
deposited by Ungalinga.
Yeah. there's some kind of text almost scuffed out on the rock surface here, and Ignatius kind of look down, try and make it out, and you see in undercommon it says splash zone. No, you're good. You're good.
Right.
Do I have to roll for that?
So yes, please, yeah, roll to hit, and it is a small target and very pinpoint. So with disadvantage, I'm afraid. Oh, well, you already had it. Never mind. So
First one
yes.
was 7. Laura misses.
Okay, the arrow ricochets off. How many arrows do you have?
A good question.
Yeah, try and keep track of that, please.
Oh, I missed again. I'll say Laura goes and picks up the arrows that she just missed with.
I'm sorry, if you miss, they impact against the metallic surface of the obelisk and are not usable anymore. Although, actually, I'll give you one. Just, you lose one arrow. It's not usable normally anymore, but you could use it to try and detonate this pomegranate. Because it's just blunt hitting it, right? So
It's for the purpose.
Yeah, so each time you go and pick, you're like, and go and pick it up and come back. Okay, you're going to hit it at some point. Okay, so
Maybe.
you lose an arrow.
Keeps trying.
And actually, roll me a d6.
4.
4. Okay, of the arrows you shot earlier as well, only 2 of them are retrievable and usable still. So you're down 2 arrows permanently there.
Do some shopping once we're all back up on the surface.
Oh yes, the fish. Oh no. Okay. And yes, eventually you do pinpoint it, and as the arrow impacts, yeah, I think every time you kind of like turn away because you know what's going to happen when it does go, and there's just this woof, and this bright white light flashes through the chamber. And Elora, would you be so kind as to roll me a D100?
Shenanigans.
No.
50.
50?
Nice.
Right down the middle. Let's see if this is anything with a range. It might not. It might be just very close and personal, so you might be fine. Sorry. Bear with me. All right. Okay. So yeah, as you fire and the flash of the pomegranate goes off, there's no sound, right? It doesn't make an exploding sound or anything, but the flash of light goes off and just starkly illuminates the whole chamber. The Etin, Ungamunga and Webster, it's like, been down here for a long time, particularly potent against them. But as it does so, there's a strange kind of side spark and a kind of spiral of lime green sparks goes shooting off at a tangent, and then just kind of fizzles out with a small kind of like indoor firework pop. But nothing else happens.
Okay. All right. Well. Sorry, what? You got out of it.
Oh, well, that wasn't very effective.
Right?
I guess not. Suppose we just sit and wait for our friends to awake.
Okay. Well, the two of you may take a short rest. Elora is the one who needs it. You can use.
Is there anything else in the pockets of the Darrow besides the scimitar?
Let's see here. Good question.
Healing potion would be nice.
She didn't think she needed one.
She has 4 healing potions.
2 of greater restoration, 1 of lesser restoration.
Roll me a D100.
I'll do it.
Okay, D100.
Yep.
26.
26. Okay. She has a strange copper with strange swirling black inlay spyglass.
Oh. Interesting. Just pick up the scimitar. I'll kind of push Webster just a little bit out of the way. I'm like, okay, wait, just wait. Let me just get this. And just trying to like pull it away from him. Like snag out, pull the scimitar and the spyglass out. I'll just look through it as I'm walking back toward the rest of our people.
Yes. So I was laughing at Quims. Okay, so you yes, you get yourself a nasty looking scimitar, which as you pick it up does seem to kind of draw towards you a little, as if it's trying to attune to you, as your axe does.
I throw it away.
No, it's
Just throw it in the general direction,
nothing
like, whoa!
Nothing like that.
Oh, no, okay, nothing bad, okay, in that case.
No. In my world, I indicate when things want to be attuned to.
Sure. In that case, stash it and not attune.
So it is magical.
Okay.
But you're not sure how without attuning to it. Unless you go back and watch the VOD where I describe what happened when she hit someone with it last time. But yes, you grab that and this strange little spyglass, which does also seem to have a faint kind of magic aura about it, although not trying to attune to you.
Okay.
You can look through it?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, hey, Elora! It's like we get this sudden close-up of Elora. Very, very close, just out of focus, fuzzy elf queen waving awkwardly at you. And but then you kind of like startle and like move the eyepiece away from your face as you see swirling, like almost like a storm raging, like in the midst of a typhoon, these strange blue purple kind of ethereal shining energies just in a vortex swirling around this Elora's form, but she's just standing there like looking perfectly unaffected by it.
Okay.
All done there?
Sorry?
All done over there?
Yeah. Let's like wait for them, I guess. Do you want to look through this while in the meantime? So as we're taking a short rest, I'll just hand it to her and see.
Okay, so I guess Alora takes the scimitar.
Okay. Scimitar or the eyepiece? The eyeglass?
Which one?
Spyglass, sorry.
Okay. Then
Which one was? Yeah, the spyglass, Chris?
Yes, the spyglass. And the scimitar I'll just put down. I'll just for
Yep.
everybody.
So, Elora, do you look through as well?
Yes.
Okay. As you, which way are you looking? You're sat over with your friends now. Let's say.
I guess I'll look first towards Ignatius.
Okay. And again, you see a similar effect to what he experienced. Whereas you do see him sat there, just fine, not doing anything in particular, but around him you see these swirling, illuminated vortex that would, looks like it would tear him to pieces, but it's not doing anything. So we missed the first part of that.
What about
some reason
Corbin?
it takes your mic a moment to get going. Like the end, the end of whatever you're saying is always absolutely fine, completely audible. But like the first few words are always a little indistinct.
I'll try and get close. That'll make a difference. But so what about Zakan and Corbin?
Well, if you are just resting for the amount of time, then 2 hours later, they do stir and moan. Corbin, Zakan, if you'd be so kind. Corbin, a few seconds earlier.
I think I was looking at this because I was curious. We can spend hit dice if we have them because it counts as resting.
Can you expend hit dice at 0 HP?
Not for a long rest, but for a short rest, apparently.
Really? Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, so you can't get the benefits of a long rest if you're at 0 HP, but I was looking around, and it seems short rest you can, and if you don't have hit dice, then you're just unconscious for the hours.
Ah. Noted.
Highly discussed.
Yeah, falling unconscious. Stabilizing.
I'll pop this thing that I found from Jeremy E. Crawford in our chat.
That'll do. A stable creature doesn't make death saving throws even though it's at 0 HP. It does remain unconscious. It stops being stable and has to make death saves again if it takes any damage. If it isn't healed, it regains 1 HP after D4 hours. But
yes, where people are confused is that if it isn't healed, then if hit dice counts as healing, I suppose.
Right? Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you have hit dice left, yeah, then you can expend those. Yeah.
Have and single hit dice left. So.
Oh, perfect. Corbin, you got any left?
I was asking.
Do you have any hit dice left?
I'm trying to. Where would they be on the D&D Beyond?
It is.
If you click a short rest, it should tell you.
Yeah, on the short rest button.
I think they have that on the mobile version. Oh wait, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Short rest. It dies 1d8 plus 1.
Yep. So tick off any that you want to use, and then click the take a short rest button.
Oh, I have hit die for druid and for monk.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you multi-class, you get both.
Oh, can I use both?
If you want to use all of them, you can use all of them. Yes. So just check off every box and then click on take short rest.
Short rest taken.
Also, I was wondering when I looked through the spyglass,
Yes.
so I saw the swirls around Ignatius. Did I also see them around Zakan and Corbin? And
So you turn around the room. Yeah, this whole chamber is just full of this vortex that's just swirling around the place.
Oh wow. Sorry, I was just reading something. I have something called recover, and it says reset maximum HP during this rest. It's a key point.
Can you do that? I don't think you can do that unconscious though, because if you're taking a short, if you're taking a short rest, because your key fueled abilities, that's you channeling your key consciously.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
okay,
when you're unconscious, you can't do that. But if you take a short
I'll remember
rest,
that for future things. Yeah,
yes. Yeah. That's
remember
cool.
that.
That's really cool. All right. Thank you. Yeah, and everyone do keep track of expended things like that. With the hit dice and the key points and things.
No problem.
Because
I'm basically tapped out of everything.
We do like to play a long adventuring day here on Phoenix Uwaki. Each day is several sessions.
We gotta sleep.
Busy
Take
life.
a nap.
Okay, so you wake up after an hour instead of 2, so that's good. And you are all back to whatever the HP is with the hit dice spent and conscious. The scene and the cavern, etc., is yours. Please.
Just silently sits up whenever they return to consciousness.
It'd be so creepy. He's like.
everyone feeling?
It's like a yelp from Corbin because they open their eyes and Webster's right here, and it's just like, "Are you awake yet?" And it's just like, "Hi,
Mandibles
Webster."
are covered in blood.
And it's like, I was so worried about you. I'm just like, it's just out of my face.
Little scraps
Kind of
dirt.
mush face the spider away from me.
Can you, Corbin?
I'm alive.
You are. Can you roll me for Webster an intelligence check?
Yes.
So just click where it says int on the stat bar. -4.
Yeah. This is gonna be great, guys. Don't worry about it.
Webster's
Anybody?
smart. Good smart boy.
He's the smartest. Now I just think he's like a dog. The smartest, dumbest boy.
Somewhere your dog is looking.
My dog is asleep next to me. They know nothing. Okay, here we go. Int, and it's just a regular save or just a regular roll, whatever.
Just click on the int there, and it will roll it for you. A 4. Not bad at -4. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Okay, thank you. So, sorry, Lazy. Despite your best efforts, they are all alive.
Barely.
Barely, yes.
Dang.
Which is ideal, right? It's a dramatic fight, right? Everyone is successful and barely alive.
Yeah.
Hey, roll call. Who's all here? Present.
Corbin,
Yes.
you see Ignatius sat, I think probably slowly, like running a whetstone over the blade of his axe as his ancestors look on judgingly. And next to him on the stone shelf of this cavern is a very large, deep crimson, almost black, but you can just see the red through. And there is a dragon egg next to him.
What is that? Like, they know what it is, but they're just like, like, is that what I think it is? I'm alive. Holy crap. Take that, Meemaw. But they kind of like sit up and kind of look over and gross hug Webster. But they kind of go over to where you are, Ignatius, are like, is that what I think it is?
That's probably what you think it is, yes. You're talking about the scimitar, right?
At this point,
On
Zakan
second.
stands up, and they say, "Don't touch that. Don't touch anything. What are you doing?"
I'm not doing anything. I'm looking at what I assume to be a precious gift from above.
With your eyes, not your hands.
With my eyes, not my hands, and possibly my cheek. It's just a hug.
This place is overwhelming with phased energy. There's no telling what could happen if we touch that crystal, or Lord knows if it interacted with any sort of magical object.
I wish
Good
you would have
morning
told us
to
that
you too,
before.
sunshine.
We've already touched everything in the cavern. It seems fine. I'm sure.
Oh,
sure
they
Corbin
got
will
to
be
touch
fine.
it. I
Already
got
what?
They got to touch everything.
May touch the dragon egg, please. Just do not expose it to heat. Do not rattle it.
Corbin's like, what? They're not shaking it.
Zakan, give me a straight, unadvantaged nature check, please.
The old egg. That's 18 total.
Nice.
Mm.
You are aware of dragons, and acutely aware that there are certain areas of the Underdark where some of them do lair and have their hordes tucked away. And you know that this being a red dragon egg, if it is exposed to heat for the appropriate amount of time, it will hatch. And when...
That's what they're afraid of.
No, wait. You also know this. When a dragon wormling hatches, it imprints on the first person it sees.
Yeah, that's what they're afraid of.
I was kind of in Corbin's camp for this being a good thing.
I know, right? Come on. If anybody's gonna imprint with a dragon, don't you want it to be me?
As they're walking towards the obelisk, though, because Zakan is not that smart, and also they're so tired. You know, they say the thing about like, don't touch it, don't expose it to heat, and they say, if it's exposed to heat for too long, it'll hatch and it'll imprint on the first thing it touches, and we can't have a dragon accompanying us through the Underdark. And then they walk off towards the obelisk.
What if you what? They're gonna sit on the egg.
So again, Zakan will begin making preparations using like some chalk and stones and various like materials to cast ritual detect magic on this obelisk.
On the obelisk? Okay.
I light a torch and give it to Corbin. I'm like, maybe this is more effective.
Start setting up.
Please do not hatch a dragon in the meantime. If it calls out, it could call a red dragon to us. It could lead to the destruction of the city above. I do not know what we have stumbled into, but
you know, a wormling is very weak. It would not. It would be useful. It wouldn't endanger a city.
we're still in extreme paranoia, baby.
Oh yes, of course.
Extreme paranoia, baby.
Yes, still the whispering messer is
Phases
still
induced.
muttering in your mind. Yes.
Allura is
Excuse
going to encourage Corbin, be like, if anybody should have a dragon, it should be you.
And it's okay. They'll be able to help us, and they'll be great. And we'll name them Maroon because that's the color of their egg. Maybe Baboon. I mean, at this point, they're like you have the torch, and they have it like under their shirt, and they're like hugging it. Like I just don't think someone else hug
the
me.
thing you do when you're like a kid and you're pretending that you got a baby.
Right, you're like, it's in there now. It's like, it's fine, guys. Even with the egg, I'm still as fast as a cart horse. We'll be fine.
Zakan's tuned this out. They have 10 minutes of concentration they have to do.
Lazy.
That gives me 10 minutes to hatch this egg.
Lazy and trying to say, I'll walk it and feed it and I'll love it forever and ever.
And ever and ever and ever.
Okay, so Zakan, you ritually cast detect magic, and I'm afraid I cannot tell you a school of magic today, as I would usually do. But you become aware that this obelisk, from the fractures in its surface, is leaking a quasi-magical energy, quote-unquote. Some kind of quasi-magical energy is leaking from the cracks. Well, it's magic that you don't recognize, right? It's some form, and you're used to being aware of the school of magic.
Magic, but not magic.
New stuff. And you also become aware that feeding magical energy, mechanically a spell slot, to the obelisk has the potential to activate this latent magic.
They have no idea what it would do.
No?
10 minutes finish up and
Oh, sorry, everyone, please
they're making their way.
do put yourselves on the map where you are. Keep track of that, just in case anything happens. Not that it will. I'm just
I don't like that.
be prepared.
Don't say that. I don't like that.
Hey, why would you just a friendly reminder, guys?
So on their way back to the group after learning that strange fact, if I recall, and you can tell me whether or not Zakan would know this, beholder type eyes or parts are quite valuable.
Absolutely, yeah. If like any alchemical purveyors of mystic arts and treats would be interested. Yes.
They attempt to harvest from the fallen corpse here.
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Love me a survival check. that's going to be. It's not fantastic, even with my ridiculous survival bonus. That's only an 11.
Okay. Roll me a d4 with a d4. A d6 with advantage.
6 with advantage. Well, that's a 6 on the first one, so I assume that's that.
Okay. You successfully harvest all 3 eye stalks.
Beautiful.
The main eye was ruined as it was, I believe, shot right through.
Shot right through. Yeah.
Shot through the eye! Yep.
Or 2.
Not too late, no, you're okay. No, absolutely, it's Daisy. Okay.
So carrying bloody eye stalks, they'll return to the group and cast a wary eye at the bump under
Just pointing on the
Corbin's
spectator's
clothing.
eyes. So, what you doing?
How you plan to obscure its egg as we carry it?
Muted. Sorry, what was that, Buns? You're still muted.
No mute icon, but no sound.
It was on
Oh,
push to talk. I don't even know how it works. But yeah, to hide it from other people so that they don't get any funny ideas. I mean, I could also just keep it here for good luck. And if you've ever the other thing you do when you have kittens, when instead of putting it in the front pocket, you put them in your hood. So it's just there. They have this really pretty deep hood, so it's just like right there. So it's like in the hood behind them. Is it just super heavy now?
It's huge.
It's
too
huge?
big.
Okay,
Too big for a hood, I'm afraid.
Yeah. No. Then I'm not fat. I'm big boned. I'm big egged.
Okay. Thank you. Ignatius, what are you up to, sir?
Just, as you said, sharpening my axe blade and kind of considering things, especially this new entity. Just thinking and try to reach out, I suppose, to it. I stare at the cat, I'm assuming, I guess at this point. Just like, so? Now what?
Everyone?
Is Guramunga leaving?
Nope, they're just guarding the entrance.
Okay.
Would we just recover our friend, companion?
I think if anything, we came here, we destroyed somebody, we got the crap kicked out of us, we learned some valuable lessons. I got an egg. I think it's time to go save your friends and see if they found our lists. Well, not save, but help them escape.
Yes. I think I've made them wait long enough. We can head back now.
So your former allies.
Yes, I trust them more than anyone else in the world.
Even us.
Sorry, I've just known them longer.
Well then.
Don't trust your royal judgment.
Enough of the royal joke.
Corbin, the guard wanted us to find this egg specifically to save the city. If they don't get a dragon, the other dragon's going to probably burn it down. Just saying.
I hear you. What you're saying is a valid point. I really don't mind them using it for, its duty and, for its job and everything, just as long as it looks at me first.
It could be a benefit to...
Yeah.
skeptical of Webster at first, and that went all right. Now Webster is a gang.
Webster's just like crawling on the wall.
Looking at all like the blood and viscera on Webster. I assume that there's not much left of the Darrow priestess.
Why, did you need something? I could probably get him to hack it up, or...
I'm certain that Loy or Ignatius properly searched them before were devoured.
Exactly. Okay, so
It's gonna mid
yes, they're going to do well, and they're like talking to the egg while they're walking. They're going to do great. They're going to heat the city and light them and do a big boy job, big girl job. Sure, yeah.
And yes, you're heading back up to the surface, right? Surface.
I assume that
Yeah.
Drogi is.
Yes, in the grander
Beyond
scale of things,
track.
you are heading back to the surface. I'm just taking a while.
Or were we stopping in to get Alora's friends, or I'm confused?
Yeah, I thought they were on like the top floor,
Mhm.
which is like deeper down in.
And you're on the same level. This is all basically the same level here. Hey, well,
Okay.
and by the way, just as we do that, we cut up to one of the main gates of Gracklestug, where the Durgar guards are battling. Some of them appearing invisibly out of the thin air as they fend off the vicious attacks of the nearby Underdark Goblin clan of the Adventure Archive as they come raiding on towards Gracklestug. Thank you, everyone. Good to see you.
Very, very noble name for a guild of goblins.
Yeah, why not? Not all goblins. Okay,
They're
you
warrior librarians.
Yes.
you make your way back to the main chambers of the guild's headquarters. Let us head on over to the
Loy, do you
jumbo map.
think that this guild would allow us to rest? There, we use a safe place.
No, I'm afraid they're very paranoid at this moment. I don't think you should come in. You should wait about 100 feet down the corridor, and I will come out with my comrades.
We'll leave it to you then.
Be safe.
Okay,
Should be
so
all right.
you guys are over there.
Ooh.
Who are we missing? Zakan, where are you? Ugh, where did I leave you? Sorry, I remember I left you because you were missing. Is it this? There's somebody there. Oop. Nope, that's Webster.
I
Hey,
am.
Webster.
I've got me.
You found it? Okay.
Where? Map's loading in for me.
No worries. Yeah, it's a big one. It's back on the ant farm map. So everyone, excuse the small size of the tokens here. It is a massive cave map. I can zoom out for you, actually, show you all the places they have been. We'll try to. There you go. Up, up, up. Look at this. They've been roving around all over the place. We've got the Explorer mode on Roll20, so it remembers where they've been. Okay, so, my friends, what was the verdict there? Where are you headed? This
To the guild to get
is
Laura.
actually,
The guild, yeah.
yeah, that's you there, Zakan. I think I found you. Oh right, thank you. So let me zoom back in for everyone, so they're not on the ant farm mode. Boop. As close as we can be, anyway.
Acquiring help from Alora's friends.
Okay, so here you are, the four of you, and Unga Bunga is there as well. Of course. So please, you're free to head on back to the Thieves Guild. Now,
Yeah, are we just manually moving through the corridor?
well, I mean, we can just hand wave this, just describe it. I see, right? You're just going back the same way you came, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, you head on back and reach once more the door. I can just do that for you, actually. That'd be easy, wouldn't it?
As we pass by that lake, I just give Corbin a side eye. I'm like, don't do it. Don't need to drink the water. Not again.
Not again. I can't
Okay.
make such harsh decisions. I have too many children to take care of. Walking with the egg like this.
And you find yourselves back here. That's the doorway to the Thieves Guild. Elora, if you'd be so kind.
Okay, so can everyone find some place to hide so that they open the door, they don't see you?
Okay.
Oh, Queen Shark, so many raids today. Thank you so much. Queen Shark,
Raider.
nice to meet you.
Oh.
I believe it's a first timer. Welcome, I hope you had a fantastic session, and you too, the Adventure Archive. Welcome, we are playing Out of the Abyss, and our brave adventurers have defeated a Darrow Savant, a Darrow Witch Queen, and her spectator guard by by the skin of their teeth. Almost had some losses there, on the verge of a TPK, but they managed to pull it out of the jaws of death, and they have returned. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you. Everyone, if you are here for the first time, it's very nice to meet you all. We are Phoenix Iwaki, and we do a bunch of D&D. We do Curse of Strahd and Descent into Avernus, which is like only 1 or 2 sessions left, and Candlekeep Mysteries, and Rhine of the Frostmaiden, which is coming back from a summer break. And it is an absolute pleasure to meet you all. Do give us a look over on the socials, and if you are a follower, we have a followers Discord where we can share projects and shout out when we're going live and stuff. So do jump on over there if you are so inclined. Give us that follow. Thank you, Mary. That'll work. And I will give you a shout on your Twitch Whispers. I'll give you the invite to the Discord when we're done live today. Queen Shark, thank you. Welcome. I look forward to giving you a look as well. Were you playing D&D too? I hope you had a good session, or whatever you were doing. Everyone, let's do a shout out for our friends here. First things first, sorry. In order. Let me give a shout out to our friends at the Adventure Archive. Archive. Boom. There it is. Okay. So, yes, everyone, do head on over and check out the Adventure Archive if you have the chance. And also, the fabulous Queen Shark. As I will look forward to having a look too. Queen Shark. Oop. There they are. What were you playing? Dungeons and Dragons. Yay! Was it homebrew or a module or something? Hope you had a good session. Regardless. Either way. And I'm trying to I'm missing people as well. I want to give everyone their due. Who did we have on before as well? We had some lovely people. Oh yes, of course. The fabulous Time Lord's wife was here as well. May still be lurking somewhere. Let me just quickly do these shouts out, folks. Excuse me. Time Lord's wife. There's probably a way to do this automatically, isn't there? Lots of homebrew stuff that the DM wrote. Fantastic. Love that creativity. Okay. Oh, well, Time Lords was also playing Dungeons and Dragons. Nice. They do a bunch of video games and stuff as well. And before that, sorry, had a bunch of people coming by today. Let me just do all these shout-outs here while all of you lovely folks are with us. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. _UK. Not to be mistaken for their other international branches. Boom. Playing Dark Souls. I've heard that has very strong kind of Barovia vibes. I know certain music from it has been suggested for certain climactic moments that are coming up in our campaign's near future. Hey Mary, how you doing? Welcome. Nice to have everybody here. A pleasure to see you all. Now, that said, sorry, Elora, bang on that door.
It's me. It's Laura.
Ah, you're back. Come on in. Come in. And it's creaks open, and that familiar cowled face and beard jutting out to all kinds of directions with certain acid burns and alchemical mishaps that seem to have influenced his facial profile. You see the Duergar alchemist from your Thieves Guild friends, the Grey Ghosts. He's like, and he looks around. Were you followed?
Nope, just me.
What do I smell? Something funny.
Yeah, come in. Slams the door. Sorry. Unga Munga has a distinctive odor.
No.
I feel like I've had a shower.
Come in.
So what did you find? What do they have tucked away up there in the North Caverns?
Well, there certainly was a large crystal, an obelisk.
An obelisk?
And
Tell me more. Tell me, what does it look like?
it was about 50 feet tall.
What?
Strange magic coming from it. Nothing that I recognized. I saw a priestess while she was hiding. I saw a priestess take a crystal and absorb it into the obelisk, and it disappeared into
must be
and healed.
That must be the one that Droki brought. We have an agent who works for us from time to time up from the city, a Darrow called Droki. He delivered a shard. He delivers shards every now and then once they prop up. They're delivered from different parts of the Underdark by our agents that are moving to and fro, contacts that we have. And if any of them find their way to the city, then they get brought here, and then I give it to one of the savants, and they take it up to the to this obelisk. I guess I never heard what happened to them. We were told it was none of our business. What were they doing with it? And where is the savant?
I'm still there. I just went to watch. I wasn't involved in any fighting.
Fighting?
Too much.
What happened?
I was just observing, gathering information.
And? Who were they
That's all
fighting? What happened?
No, there was no fighting.
Give me a deception check.
Sorry, while this is happening, I think I am going to have to bounce. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries, mate. We're nearly done anyway, so you won't miss too much. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll check out the end of it.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Guys.
Hey.
I rolled a 12.
12. Okay. Let me put that against his insight, which is wisdom. Where's it gone? Wise fellow? Oh, nope. 10. So close, but he does believe you. Okay, good. Look, we don't trust him, but, bosses are bosses, eh?
So I guess you don't have any other information? What else were they asked for crystals? Did they ask you for anything else?
I mean, they run the Grey Ghosts. There's 3 of them in total.
I see. And they don't tell you why they do anything?
Well, day-to-day stuff, normal guild stuff. We're just working against my, misguided brethren, the other Duergar up in the city. We can't let them carry on. It's just, we've had it up to you with the way the city is and the way everything's run. And we're not standing for it. That's why we stole that egg, to take the power away. Cause a ruckus, shake up the system. And you see over his shoulder, Luna and Esmeralda, your 2 former, gang members from back up on the surface near Baldur's Gate. They have come running at the sound of your voice, and they both stood there. And as the alchemist is saying this, his name's Lorthio, by the way, Lorthio Buckbucken.
Lorthio Bucken.
Buckbucken, please.
Lorthio Bucken.
Yes,
Excuse me.
Lorthio Buckbucken, the Duergar alchemist. as Lorthio is talking about this and talking about fighting against the system and stuff, you see that Luna, one of your friends, is nodding very fiercely in agreement. And Esmeralda too, but Luna in particular is seems to be very, very sold on this way of thinking.
You know, Luna, Esmeralda, and I, that's what we did back up on the surface. We, shook things up and took things, and we had a grand old time. So I totally understand where you're coming from, but I think the three of us need to leave now.
And Esmeralda comes over and slaps you on the shoulder. That's right, Elora. I'm gonna get out of here, meet up with the others, and continue bringing it to those stuck-up nobles of Baldur's Gate.
Yes, we have our own mission, our own revolution to start. I have a lot to fill these two in on, so I think we will be taking our leave here.
Now, you did promise us. You promised us some downtime in Humblewood when we were done. Are we allowed to go and chill for a bit?
Yes, once we get out of these caves and these tunnels, we will find a place to rest.
Spectacular. I just want to go to the older hut again. I haven't been for so long. Especially stuck down here. I just want to be up in the trees, up in the open air. Ready when you are, boss.
Being in these caves can drive you mad. Being in the water, I've had it with all of it. We should find a nice open field somewhere.
Don't worry, Lola, they only had to get to work. There was a point where they could have been not here for a different reason. But it came down to a last dice roll to see if they died or not, and they survived. Good to have you back, Lola. We're nearly done, but good to see you. Now, Elora, Esmeralda, nods and heads off to presumably grab a pack or whatever they had with them. But Luna's being hesitant and not meeting your eye.
Everything all right, Luna?
Yeah. It's just... Look, I'm sorry, Elora, and I don't mean to seem like I'm jumping ship or anything, but Lorthio and the others, they have a really good point and a really good struggle that they're dealing with here, and she kind of squares up and sets her jaw. I'm afraid to say I'm staying.
Laura's jaw drops, and well, I understand you staying because it's safer, but to stay because you'd rather help them than come back to our troop? I don't understand.
It's just they're so few in number, and they're so beleaguered in their efforts to fight against the system here. And you must have seen it. You must have seen the slavers in the city. All those poor people that they have wrapped up in chains, selling this way and that like there's so much cattle. I won't stand for it. Look, there's plenty of the girls left. They're all up there, right, on the surface still, waiting for you to lead them on to greater things. And you'll do that, I know, but my mission's changed. I want to help the ghosts.
Well, it's not just about taking from the nobles anymore. My city is destroyed. Mithranor is gone.
What? All those stories you told of us sound like such a beautiful place.
There's nothing left of it now. And they want to instill the old rule. They want me to rule because of noble blood.
What? Shut up.
I know it's a funny joke, but I don't know what to do, and I really thought I could lean on all of you.
Look, the one thing that you and the others have that they don't here, the ghosts don't have, is numbers. They need all the help they can get. And I know that you will be successful. Look at you, as always, gathering folks to you, gathering folks to your banner, to your dagger. And she reaches into her pocket. I've made up my mind. Here. She passes that same dagger cloak fastener that you have on your character art, which, if you'll excuse me, hiding you for a moment, I shall enlarge for everyone to see. Yeah. There's that dagger and triangular kind of fastener that they have on their cloaks, which is the mark of Elora's band back on the surface.
Could I do an insight check to see if she's under some sort of spell or hypnotism?
Yes. And you can do it with inspiration if you wish, as Ebix has given you inspiration. Thank you, Ebix. Good to see you.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'll do inspiration.
To offset the disadvantage. Yeah.
And that's a 15.
Nice. Thank you, Ebix. Yeah, you're welcome anytime. With the inspiration?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, thanks to Ebix Drakion, our good friend there. You are successful, and yeah, this is legit. She has decided to help them in their cause and fight the slavers here.
Laura is really hurt, but she tries to hide it, play it off, and say, well, that's how you really feel? That's how you want to lead your life, and that's the path you want to walk? That's your choice? I'm all for choice, so farewell, and good luck.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. And give my love to everyone. And she turns to Esmeralda, and they've clearly talked about this already. And Esmeralda's just like, you sure? And she nods once more, and they embrace quickly. Well, just me then, says Esmeralda. And you're going to make your way up the ladder and through the exit to the docks? Ignatius, it's slightly tricky for you, I think.
Yes, I'm going to try and give a signal to the rest of them. I guess they've closed the door and I'm waving to them, or I'm exiting from the guild.
Well, actually, which way? Yeah, actually, yeah. If you want to go with the others, do you want to go that way, or do you want to go back out through the tunnels?
Right. So I want to go back out through the tunnels.
Okay. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah, you lead Esmeralda, and like Lorthio Bucken, because I like saying the name, is looks like is like that way. Why go out the freaking secret exit?
I feel like Esmeralda and I might want to observe that obelisk a little bit more, see if she can see something I can't see.
If you're sure. And hey, I promised you this. And he passes you a leather pouch for going up and checking out what was up there. And you have 2 vials of acid and 2 flasks of Alchemist's Fire. Twitch Slays D&D. Welcome. We are in the Underdark for Out of the Abyss. A pleasure to see you all. Thank you. Kratos. Let them phoenixes fly. Cheers, Daisy. Welcome, Raiders. Okay, so you head out back out to your friends there in the tunnels down here under the Duergar city of Greckelstug on the shores of the Dark Lake. And as you come back together with your giant spider and Etin friends, you move en masse. And there are a couple of strange beasties and weird creatures that dwell here that are curious until they see the sheer size of this group. And slight, duck away. Oh, Quims, yeah, take it easy, mate. You see me? And they duck away into the shadows once more, and you make your way unaccosted back to the gorge where the Darrow have their little burrows and hovels and things scattered chaotically through this rift of the Underdark Valley. And you, with the black cats, Isel as well. Because I'm here too. And yes, we see you. And don't attack Mummy. And you you manage to make your way out of the space there and back up to the city. You draw startled. Hang on, let me bring you back to the city end of things on Sirenscape here. Everyone do check out Sirenscape. You can try them for free with a cheers mate, Ayasumi. With a trial subscription there, and become a subscriber if you want to keep them for keep using them in your games. And Gracklstuck, there we go. I was like, come on over here. cheers for Corbin's cat. It is a lovely cat. All right.
All the introductions. This is Ignatius. This is Zircon, and this is Corbin, who may be joining us when we leave.
Oh, really?
Up to them.
Welcome. Corbin, how do you look at the moment? Because you were saying father before about Webster. Are you male representing?
They look the same. They just go back and forth with whatever. Jen is very fluid in how they speak about themselves.
Okay.
But at the moment,
yeah,
when they gain back consciousness, it's back like the beautiful art that has been provided of Corbin in their more feminine form. But as of right now, they are also kind of sort of a little bit starstruck, especially after meeting Lauren. They talk so much about their friends and fighting so hard to save them, and now one of them's here, and it's like, yeah, I hope I do a good job. I'm holding an egg right now, or else I would shake your and still holding it. They just kind of just hi.
And Esmeralda comes over, like fascinated. She's like, "Is that what manner of creature's egg is that? It's ginormous."
I think it's gonna be a dragon. We're saying dragon.
Excuse me? And she looks to you, Laura. Really?
Because at this point, I'm not even surprised anymore. And she points to Webster over there. He's a friend of ours as well.
And then Unga Munga just lumbers out of the darkness as well. And like Esmeralda's like panics for a moment until you reassure her. And she's like, quite the band you've got yourself. And Minotaur. My mom used to read to me about folks like you. Are you of the Fae?
Yes, now.
No.
Just now.
You hear that voice in your mind again.
No.
Stop looking.
No.
I'll have Ziggy look ominously into the camera.
Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. Perfect.
You're always of the Fae. And and always, Ziggy, Ziggy, and always, mine.
And Ignatius, how do you react to that voice?
If it's just in my head, then I'll ignore it out. Like, I won't give any reaction, but I'll just say like, yes, and let's get it over with, shall we? The next step.
And Corbin, you hear rather strangely, kind of a strange thing to get muttered in your ear, but you do hear that voice again that you heard before at the edge of the cultist's cavern. And it rather intriguingly says,
Then there were two.
There's 2 dragons in here?
Corbin suddenly blurts out. Now Esmeralda's like, 2? Is it safe?
Oh, also, this is Iso. Iso, come here. Meet Esmeralda. Because Alora's still
Kitty!
completely unaware that
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
happening.
And I feel like Ignatius is kind of looking, and Corbin is over here like, oh.
and yeah, Esmeralda gives Isel scritches. They're so cute. Now, Elora, as you pick Isel up for the first time since you met back in the Silken Paths, well, for a while at least, since you came down here into the Wallstone tunnels, definitely, you cannot help but recognize and notice the 2 glowing gems. Very faint glows, but 2 glowing gems on its collar. Just little studs in the dark leather that you're sure weren't there before. Just one on each side of the buckle at the front.
Here, you see these gems? I don't remember this. Yeah.
And
Curious.
you make your way. The Darrow do chatter wildly at you. Actually, I should. Where is that? There it is. The Darrow do chatter wildly at you from their little excavations and things in the side of the cavern here. But with Unga Munga there, they don't dare to attack you. And you manage to pass through, and you get back to the massive lattice work of iron and timber that is the blockade that seals off this part of the chasm. And the Darrow guards let you through. And they're like, they confront you at first because they didn't see you go in. I think everyone stealthed in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And they confront you. They're like, who are you? And what the hell's are you doing in there? And then you present those things that you have from the captain of the guard, the Stone Guard. Get the name right there. Is that right? Stone Guard? Yes, the Stone Guard. And they started. They're like, oh, captain's business. What's she doing hiring the likes of you lot? But they let you through, and you head on up to the surface once more. The winding stairs and crumbling platforms that do make their way up, and you start getting back to the residential area at the top of the chasm as you appear eventually, finally, back in the town, back in the city, I should say, itself, of Gracklestug. And you are back in the open air of the cavern, the vast cavern here in the Underdark. And you make your way. Where? Where are you headed? Sorry, folks, give the map a moment. Yes.
I mean, as of right now, if we're not going after anybody, which I think for once we're finally not doing that thing, it might be good for us to get back with the others we think we told him to get rooms and everything and to go there and be safe.
At Golberon's lair.
Yes, I think you're finally go sleep. I think it's time for a nap. We deserve it.
Okay, so yeah, you make your way back through this residential area with gasps from the well-to-do Greckelstug as they are surprised by this bizarre party of people moving so boldly and freely through this so-called, off-limits region of the city. And you end up back in the hustle and bustle of the Dark Lake District. As the sound, you make your way through the gates, as the sound slowly builds, and then you are back again. Duragar, predominantly everywhere, but you do see drow, orcs, other goblinoids, a strange, rubbery, purple-coloured creature with tentacles where its mouth should be, and little Darrow and other Sverfneblin and the like skittering around the place in larger numbers as they don't want to be snagged and put into slavery as they move around if they were by themselves. And you make your way back towards Grolborn's lair. On the way, Ignatius, you're doing your normal kind of rearguard protection here?
Yeah.
So yes, Ignatius, you're stomping along in the back, you're keeping an eye on everyone, making sure no one gets bothered by any of the locals or any other shadier, more dangerous people visiting the city. And you are stomping along, and you feel a slight impact as a small pebble, kind of rough, malformed, lump of rock, just pings off your shoulder.
Just turn around and look at what it is.
Across the way in an alley, there is... let me quickly figure out here. You see a dwarf. You assume it's a Duragar at first, but then you look closer, and it reminds you of your companion, your shield dwarf companion, Eldith. It doesn't look like the Duragar at all, and you see that it's a female dwarf. And she's like beckoning frantically, but also like gesturing to be quiet.
Right, I'll just slow my pace and then turn down the alley quietly.
And as you enter into the alley, she's like, "Hey, are you that Ignatius, captain of the guard?"
Kind of look around, like, are there any other minotaurs around here?
No. Eladrin neither. Oh, sorry, sorry, excuse me, yes. I was like slow on the uptake there. Yeah, I suppose so. You're the one looking for your friends, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Look. I know you've heard where they are, but you haven't heard what I have to tell. I'm afraid your friends are in terrible danger. All is not well in... Sorry, I'm blanking on the name. Is it Neverlight Grove? Right? I did get it right, didn't I? Sorry, bro. Yes. She's like, all is not well in Neverlight Grove. There are strange forces at work. They need your help. Now. Thanks. Okay.
I look one last time over my shoulder. I'm like, all right, take me to them.
Okay. This way. My name's... Yeah, what was the random name here? My name's Gerdus. I'm a cartographer by trade. I've been trying to map out some of the further trade routes to sell here, keep myself useful, keep myself out of the slave pens. And I visited the Neverlight. I just got back. I'm not sure what's happening, but your friends, I met them, but they've disappeared. We must go now. And she leads you out and away through the alleyways and side roads to the gate at the edge of the Jogar settlement, where the guards look curiously but wave you through. And Gerdus Markalak and Ignatius Zorillis disappear off into the tunnels of the Underdark. Muted ones.
I say we just left the tunnels.
You're not there. He slipped away as you were all marching through the city, going towards Grolbron's lair. And when you arrive there, you turn, and your Minotaur barbarian is not with you.
How did we lose him? He's huge.
And I'm afraid to say that our good friend Chris, for the month of September, will also not be with us, as Ignatius embarks on an epic quest to save his friends. But I believe that Neverlight Grove was the next port of call. So, all being well, I'm sure you'll catch up with him, and all will be fine. But yes, we will miss you, mates. But all the best with everything that's going on.
I'll have a baby dragon for you to meet when you come back.
But yes, we will look forward to seeing you in the witching month. As Hallows Eve comes roaring closer. What was that coming?
It's time to get spooked.
Spook. Now, thank you, one and all, especially for all of those raids. Thank you. That was spectacular. So many people raiding by today. An absolute joy to see you all. Let me do a shout out for our latest friendo to arrive there. Exclamation shout out to the fabulous Twitch Slays D&D, which I assume were last seen playing D&D. Yes, they were. Okay. Yeah, a massive thank you to everyone that came raiding by. An absolute pleasure to have you all here. Let me give you a name drop. I did all the shout outs earlier, but let me give you a name drop once more. Starting with, where we go, all the way back here. So lots of things happening today. Thank you. The fabulous Only Time Will Tell UK. Thank you so much. Time Lord's Wife with a massive raid there. Thank you. Absolute pleasure to see you. And then later on, the Adventure Archive, Queen Shark, and Twitch Slays D&D. Thank you all so much. Fabulous, fabulous stuff. Do stick around, folks, as we pay that forward and go raiding ourselves. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. If you are not already, do give us a follow. You can see when we go live and all the exciting things that we have going on. And you can get an invite to the followers Discord as well if you drop that, and head on over and share your projects, share your art, share your chit chat, whichever you fancy. It's a pretty chill place. Come and hang out, and I hope to see you there, and the other followers that we have hanging out there. Or if that's not your thing, that's absolutely fine, but we do hope to see you again on the channel sometime, as you can join us later on for Curse of Strahd on Thursday, later on today or tomorrow, if that's where you are in the world. Or we can see you tomorrow on Friday for Descent into Avernus, right at the very climax of the whole thing. Even if you're going to play, or if you are playing, I don't think there'll be spoilers, because our lot are playing it quite differently, and it is just a big looming conflict with the ruler of Avernus, Zariel, the fallen angel, coming up to either tomorrow or next week. That is barreling to a finish. And then on Saturday, we have the fantastic crew that we have over from the KBUG podcast. And Apsy and everyone. Thank you, Daisy and Cos. Good to see you in chat. Thank you. As we will be leaping back into Candlekeep Mysteries. Then, next Tuesday, we're joined once more by the fabulous AJ of Winter's Tales, Roll for Damage and the like, as we continue our miniature summer campaign. 2 sessions left on the jungle island, the Snout of Omgar of the south coast of Chult. Can they stop the cult of elemental evil from whatever nefarious plans they have going on? And that'll bring us all the way back round to here, in the Underdark, without Ignatius, but Elora, Corbin, and Zakan, with all of their NPC horde, will continue, finishing up here in Gracklestug, and then heading in the same direction Ignatius finds himself currently heading, towards the... I was to say mushroom, that's not it. What are they called? Myconid. Thank you. The Myconid colony of Neverlight's Grove, where they hope to find Ignatius's friends. Now, we have been absolutely pleasure to have you all here today. Thank you so much. Great to see you in chat. Thank you for the new followers. I was shooting you an invite to that Discord after we're done here. And thank you for sharing your channel points and giving inspiration to our lovely players. And we shall see you all again very soon. Now, Ignatius, what have you got coming up?
We're on a little bit of a break this week, so catch us next week. On Sunday, D&D Pajama Party with Sylvie and a special guest. If you guys are into writing D&D.
Yes, who might that special guest be?
It is James Intricasso.
Indeed. Illustrious guest indeed. Yes, I hope that goes fabulously, as I'm sure it will. Here is the link, everyone. Head on over to CarniSideShow and give them a look-see. And our good friends and Twitch team buddies over there. And yes, the incredible, awesome, talented James Intricasso will be with the incredible, awesome, talented Sylvie on their pajama party on Sunday. And Buns, anything going on?
We're still going on on Eviscerate's channel and doing our Monster Heart campaign. I think we're on our final one though. Like this is either the second to last or the last one of us.
Awesome.
Whether or not we're gonna save this summer camp. And I also am on the 3rd week of us trying to speedrun through Cuphead over on Cinziac Beta's channel.
Hey, nice. Okay, if you want to do exclamation SO for the shout out, you can type the channel names in there in chat and get everyone to. Sorry, I'm not sure the spelling. All right, fabulous, fabulous. We have our regular shows, a few of them coming to a conclusion. As I said, Descent into Avernus has its grand finale, rocketing closer and closer, and the Curse of Strahd game is about to hit the end of season 1. Will they be able to deal with Strahd, the vampire, and free themselves up in season 2 to try and return Barovia from the mists back from whence it came? Do join us as they are battling against Baba Lysaga, the powerful hag in the swamps there. Is that the channel name? It has to be the channel name.
That is I thought that...
Just the Twitch channel name. Must be a little different.
Super sorry, guys. I gotta run. It's,
no problem. Yeah, no problem. So I will drop those in chat there. But thank you, everyone. Do stick around for the raid, and we shall see you all again very soon. Bye, everyone. Thank you.